engaging, infectious. He could use his charm for good. I don't think Michael had a mean bone in his body.
He was an adventurer. He was a seeker.
Mike could have easily just done what was laid out for him, because it was laid out pretty easily. He had the looks, he had the school, he had the heart, you know, he wanted to see what else was there. He knew that this wasn't it.
Hey there, my old friend, are you dancing in the wind? Hey there, my one-time bro, I miss you a lot, wanted to let you know.
We wanted something that would continue Mike's love for travel and his academic prowess, perhaps offering the next generation of students an opportunity that we didn't necessarily have.
At first, the idea was to create maybe a scholarship for students who couldn't afford to come to Harvard-Westlake. And then it was really Ed who really kind of first brought up this idea of a gap year fellowship.
Scholarships are sort of a fairly conventional thing where we want to think of something that was really going to be special and unique and really capturing his spirit. You know, his love of travel and just meeting people and getting new experiences. And it just sort of the light bulb went off like, wow, let's do something sponsoring a gap year.
A gap year is a year between high school and college. It's a chance to do something out of the context and away from the physical locale of a school. It's a chance to explore, to investigate, to find out something about the people and places in the world that you don't know anything about. It's all about a chance to grow up.
People aren't always ready to go off to college. You know, they haven't grown to that level yet, and they need that space to figure out who they are, take a break, and maybe see the world. It could change their whole focus in college. It could change what they want to master in.
Especially coming from Harvard-Westlake, you're on this track and it's a way to really figure out who you are instead of fitting into this mold our parents want us to be or we feel like we should become. And there's so much you can learn from other cultures and from other countries that it's a good way to step out of our bubble and really experience that.
Colleges love the gap year experiences because they really do get a person who's been in the real world, has been much more seasoned, and they get a human being who's more mature and ready to take advantage of the opportunities that they will have at college.
A lot of our kids here at Harvard-Westlake should be doing this. They are so programmed to leap from one institution to another, and they don't really, I think, take time to find out who they are. And one of the things I loved about Michael was that he took the time to find out who he was.
The Michael Brownstein Gap Year Fellowship mimics Michael's life in a sense. It had art, travel, community service, and adventure. Those were four of the most important things to Michael in his life, and through this fellowship and the money that we raise, we'll be able to send high school students to follow their own dreams, much in the path the way Michael did.
I wanted to take a gap year because I wanted something that would be incredibly different from everything I've experienced so far, and because I thought I had a chance to learn something about the world and maybe do some good for the world also. I guess it taught me how hard communication is across two different cultures, but also how possible it is and how rewarding it is.
We all are like goldfish in this little Los Angeles fishbowl. And what's the one thing a goldfish cannot tell you about? Water. The goldfish has never known anything else. And the only way to understand our little privileged lives in America is to go visit other places, talk with other people, and then look back on our lives here. And it's not always flattering, but in any case, you will come back with an expanded perspective.
I think long-term gap years will vastly improve and enhance international understanding, cooperation, business, and promote the prospects for peace.
In this little world of ours,
I think it is an idea that Michael would revel in, the fact that this community is actually doing this, and in his honor.
I could just see him going, Rob! Rob, this is the greatest! We have kids going all over the world and getting lost and meeting people, and oh, I'm so happy. This is exactly what I'd have people be doing.
This silly dance of ours is driving me.
I'd say if you're thinking about it, go for it, because it's the only chance you'll ever have to do something that you'll remember for the rest of your life.
Baby, I'm the rain, well I'm the rain.
This idea of a gap year is so exciting that if just one kid a year gains a little bit of that Michael-ness by taking a year off, I will be delighted.
The rain, yeah, yeah.
Take a little piece of Mike with you every day, because it will turn out to be huge and it will be life-changing.